back.
So, your last two games, you've been really, really active. If you look at tonight's third period, was it similar to Washington or was it different? And how the hell do you describe like that last gasp at the end where Carolina's making a push and you just look calm?
I think our third period today was better. We didn't give up as many shots. Yeah, we gave up a 2-on-1, and I don't know what else, but it wasn't nearly as not bad, but like not nearly as close to what it was in Washington. I think the second period they made a little bit of a push after we tied it up there, and obviously they're dangerous power play, so they got some chances there on the power play. But overall, I think we did again the right things. We locked them down. Everybody's growing into their roles, and I think everything is starting to come together.
The number of block shots that were happening in front of you tonight, how did that affect just kind of the way the game played out?
Yeah, it's huge. You look at the game against Washington and this game too, we're doing the right things. In terms of knowing who's on the ice, getting into lanes, blocking shots, I don't think the first 15 games we blocked too many shots. And you look at the last two games, what difference it makes. And if everybody's committed to playing defense, you get your chances up front as well.
The fans, you had to have heard them on a few of your saves during those penalty kills. But does any of that get your heart going? Any of it make you feel proud?
Yeah, it's special because they don't do it for everybody. So it's unbelievable, and I love to hear it. So they can keep doing it for sure.
There were a couple of saves that stood out. In the second period, the power play save on Teravainen where you slid across and made the save. And then Martinook, I think you made two saves on in succession when he was in the clear. And I was wondering how much confidence plays into that, because maybe 2 weeks ago you don't make those saves, or not all of them.
Yeah, sometimes the puck just hits you. And
Come on.
no, you gotta get in position for sure, and you gotta work. They're really dangerous, and they got a couple. Obviously, on Teravainen there was a good save, and same as timely goals. We need timely saves, and finally I make those in the last two games. So if you make some saves back there, team has a chance to win. So yeah.
Obviously, you obviously don't want to give up 35 shots a game or have to stop 35 as a goalie, but is it easier for you sometimes to find your positioning and to find and to stay focused in other aspects of the game when you're getting that many shots that much, or how do you?
Yeah, as a goalie, obviously more shots, you're staying in the game, you're staying with the flow. It's a little bit tougher if you only give up 1 or 2 shots a period, and that one shot might be a breakaway with 2-on-1. Yeah. It's always a little bit harder if you're not getting too many, but also on the other hand, we can't give up 35, 40 shots every night. We gotta dial that down a little bit, but overall, it doesn't matter how many shots you give up. It's the quality of chances. I think you give up in the end, and last period they didn't have too many.
Hey, Philipp, first off, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Second, there's a lot of moments tonight where I felt like you were really battling through traffic, and you kind of said a minute ago that pucks just tend to hit you sometimes. But really, talk a little bit about how much you have to battle through to find pucks, and what's the key to that when you're on top of your game?
Yeah, I think in this league now, it's everybody's strategy to get 1 or 2 guys in front of the goalie, take their vision away, get in the lane, move. So goalie has to move. You have to find your lane. So some teams don't make it as hard as other teams, and I think Carolina made it really hard. So you gotta make sure you're active. You find the puck. You gotta know what's going on around you. You can't just focus on the puck. You gotta know where are open guys, where's a tip guy, and then you gotta make sure you place your rebound well. Soak it in.
Philipp, there was some talk earlier about how the adjustment time it takes for a new team, a new system. With these last 2 games, is it safe to say you're starting to feel pretty comfortable in this system?
Yeah, I think everybody. Like I said earlier, everybody's accepting their role. I don't think we're a skilled team like Colorado who can just turn it on, score 6 goals, and give up 4 and still win the game. We're gonna go into that game with a mentality of 1-0 or 2-1, and it takes everybody. We can't just have 5 guys play the game and expect to win. So we need everybody and everybody every night, every shift, every situation. And if you do the right things, good things will happen.
Hey, Philip, during play, clearly you're going to talk to some of your defensemen or forwards, but in between whistles or during whistles, do you have some conversations about, hey, let's try this differently, or can you move this way next time?
Well, I'm not running any face-off plays back there, but if guys are in the lane or if sometimes I just tell them like, hey, box him out, or like make sure, hey, he's back door. Just like small, simple commands. And what you see on the breakout, what you see when I stop the puck behind the net, who was open, because I have my back basically to the game. So yeah, just small, simple commands.
Thanks, Philip.
Yep.
Coach next year.